do this now. Now,
hey, what's going on, guys? Big champ, big fan of everybody. Hey, Doc, how you like my videos, bro?
Incredible.
Hey, don't forget, subscribe, everybody. All right, take it easy. Bye.
I'm sure by now you all are aware of the Dr. Disrespect freakout he had yesterday on his stream where he went off on Nickmercs and Lupo.
I think Nickmercs is the biggest fucking in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass, he's a fake.
And I figured, having my own experiences with Nickmercs and all these people and being an adult here, I thought I would just give you the actual no hyperbole, no exaggeration, no entertainment, actual take of reality about the situation without any bias and just completely not talking for Dr. Disrespect and not talking against Dr. Disrespect and just speaking to you on the facts of the situation instead of emotion like all these other beta male bitches out here. And here is the actual facts of the situation. First of all, is Nickmercs a dickhead? 100%. Like, fuck that guy all the way. If you don't know Nickmercs and his attitude and how he is an actual giant. Let's keep it real. I don't know in this instance, and we'll get into that a little further, but I don't know if you know the history between 8 Thoughts, which I'm not. I'm the ghost of 8 Thoughts, but 8 Thoughts and Nickmercs. I'll just play this little clip for you here so you get the understanding of what the guy is. And basically, 8 Thoughts, if you don't know, made fun of Nickmercs' thumbnails because he has his mouth open. It looks like he's trying to take a giant. All these guys do this big, stupid, open mouth thumbnail. And 8 Thoughts said, hey, this guy looks like he takes in the mouth in his thumbnails. Hey, go over to his Twitter and let Nickmercs know and make fun of his thumbnails, which is jokes, obviously. Like, wow. And Nickmercs got so upset. I'll just play the clip for you. Here you go.
Pulled swag, he should. He should. I had some other fucking 40-year-old bald idiot talking about my thumbnails and shit. Nickmercs thumbnails. He's an old Call of Duty idiot, you know? The guy's been in the scene for like 20 years. He's still around, right? And he just hates everybody now because his channel sucks and gets no views. I had him up my ass too. So we took his channel down.
So we took his channel down.
As we should. He goes on his YouTube channel and says, I want everybody to go tweet Nickmercs and tell him he looks like he's taking a in the mouth and thumbnails. Here's what he said. he wants everybody to go tweet me that say it looks like I'm taking a in my mouth in my thumbnails.
So yeah, a grown man took down a dude's channel who was making, $70,000 a year of his actual job doing YouTube, and him and his FaZe Swag conspired together to strike a channel down because of someone making fun of a thumbnail that he doesn't even make. Like, if you think that's not the most beta male behavior in the world, I got no time for you. You can fuck right off. So we are now here at the Dr. Disrespect freakout yesterday that he had where he called everybody names and went off them for not standing by him during this time of inappropriate direct messaging, a minor situation. And my take is this, and this is all we know. This is the facts of the situation with no bias, no agenda, a grown man, adult here telling you what's going on. First of all, we don't actually know the facts of the situation except what Dr. Disrespect himself and other people have said. Now, everybody has a bias and everybody has agenda. If you were guilty of doing such things and having real inappropriate conversations, obviously, no one is going to admit to that 100%. No one's going to come out and be like, yeah, you know what I was saying, I want to do this and talking dirty. You're not going to say that. You're going to try to cover yourself. So there are biases here, and obviously people have their own agendas. And also, if you hate Dr. Disrespect and you don't like his personality, you don't like what he stands for, and you're a beta male, purple-haired weirdo, then you might exaggerate the claims of the situation of what actually was going on. But all we know is this. Dr. Disrespect himself did admit in multiple tweets and videos that he had inappropriate conversations with a minor. That's all we know of what he said. Then we have other people saying it was this and that, and meeting up, and it was going on, it was very inappropriate. We don't know that for sure because those people could be making it up, and Dr. Respect himself as well could be downplaying it and trying to make it look less egregious than it is. So we don't actually have facts. It's called conjecture. Unless we see the chat logs, then we know. No matter what, though, I will say this. If you're 40 plus years old, you shouldn't be having any conversations with any minor female. Now, if it's a guy, that could change the whole story. If it's like a 17-year-old guy, then everybody here is guilty of talking shit and having inappropriate conversations with a minor because we do it every single day. If you play any multiplayer games, have a mic because you got people in there and you're talking mad. Now, if it's a guy, Okay, well, that totally changes the whole story. Do we know if it's a guy or a girl? No, I don't even know that. Do you know that? I'm assuming it's a girl, but nonetheless, if it is a girl and you're 40 years old, you shouldn't be having conversations with a minor no matter what, especially on an inappropriate, if they're sexual. Maybe they weren't even sexual. Once again, it's conjecture. Maybe they're really bad. They could be really bad. Like they could be horrible conversations if the chat logs were actually released and it makes Dr. Speck look like a little bit of a pedo weirdo. Or they could be totally tame, lame, and have been blown way out of proportion and it's all nonsense and the doc is right. Once again, it's up to interpretation and your own personal opinions and biases as well, who you like and don't like. Now, do Nickmercs and Lupo know more than we do? Are they actual good friends with Dr. Suspect and had conversations behind the scenes where they explained themselves? Have those guys been privy to more information and more chat log or more actual facts than we have that have made them come to the decisions they've come to completely distance themselves from Doc? We don't know that either. I do know that Nickmercs is a dickhead. Well, basically, long story short, Doc was talking to an underage person inappropriately, as he admitted. And once again, it opens it up for a lot of interpretation because one side he say, she say. We've never seen chat logs. And other than that, once again, it's conjecture. The conversation, like I said, could have been completely lame, like nothing, like stupid, or it could have been like super weird. Who knows? Everyone, like I said, is biased because they're trying to either defame Doc or save their own ass, Doc included. And Nickmercs and Dr. Lupo could have been privy to more information than we're actually privy to, and that's why they're thinking the way they are. Or they could be snakes. The only thing I can say, and the only thing I know, is that Dr. Disrespect talked to someone underage inappropriately. We don't even know the gender. Because I don't care what anyone says, talking shit and talking trash to a guy who's 17 inappropriately is not the same as talking to a female as a 40-year-old man inappropriately, and that's just the way it is. Doc, though, seems convinced that he did nothing wrong and is standing by that, which is what someone would do if they were accused of having weird sexual conversations with a minor. But like I said, who knows, man? Who knows if he actually really did or didn't? I don't know the Doc at all. But I will say this again before I close out. Doc did cheat on his wife with some young girl at TwitchCon. So he has some weird history. It's not like he's been a saint. So you put that together and then you sort of can build a character of the person. Just saying that as well. That's a whole other thing you can add on to this, is that the dude was hanging out and cheating on his wife who was pregnant with some young girl, at TwitchCon. Well, I don't know. Doc does have some fucking skeletons in his closet, rather obviously. So that's the video. That's my adult, non-biased, trying to be completely critical of the situation. And with that being said, I'm the Ghost of 8. Stay black, question authority, and don't let the honky cracker reptilian shapes here to build a movie hard pain control 7 levels of judge Twitter, some visual results, 5 news, fake ounce, will his horses, the frost gay white man. Bring you down.